I'm gonna throw out some names. Just tell me how you feel about them, and I know you're from the South, so I respect these guys from the South. Tony Draper.
Yeah, listen, it's the homie, man. He played a major part in the pioneering of the South with Suave. At one point in time, it was Suave crazy because you had 8-Ball, you had MJG, you had Mr. Mike, you had Crime Boss, you had
Tila.
Yeah, Tila, you had everybody coming out back to back, and it was just like, that's what it was, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I can say about him, very intelligent, because, again, it's me and you sitting there talking, we talking about relevancy. It's like, all the way down to now, he's still dealing with Cube, and he got his hands in a lot of different stuff, so most definitely, man.
I try to tell people what he did for the South, because a lot of these younger kids, they don't know what Suave House is or a Tony Draper is, and how don't you know that, And this is what I try to keep hip hop alive and tell people that. Another name that I feel like is a big important person from the South, J Prince.
Like my father, like we deal with each other on an everyday basis, so he most definitely, I would feel, is at the top of the ladder. And what people fail to realize, it wasn't even just with the music, like even within the industry, people that people felt were at the top of the peak or living legends, these people would come to him for advice, you know what I'm saying? Like with him, it's more than music, like in so many ways, yeah, with the mentoring. I'm talking about all the way to the Pac and Biggie days, you know what I'm saying? Like even way further than that. And with him, it's more a family, man, because I got my ways. And when I say I got my ways, I could be strong-minded and stubborn, because if it's something I believe, I'm gonna go all the way out behind it. And he used to have to teach me a lot, like as far as, man, some stuff you don't have to take so personal, Trae, because I take a lot of stuff personal. You know what I'm saying? And
I would agree with him.
And then he would, which I'm still working to this day, is sometimes it's business. Like I'm a firm, I believe if I don't fuck with you, I'm not doing business with you. I don't care.
And you're not going to sell your integrity. You're not going to go against your principles and your morals.
But he helped me to understand sometimes it's not even about the morals and integrity. Sometimes it's just business. It's going to be impossible to like and love everybody you deal with. Sometimes you got to do what you do, keep it moving. And that's one thing I respect from him is, whenever I would be falling off my nose, he'll be one of the first ones to tell me. And, I feel at the same token the reason he love me, because he know I'm a stand-up dude. Like one thing about it, I'm always going to keep it solid. I'm loyal as they come, so if I rock with you, I rock with you to the end,
Yeah, well, Rap a Lot Records is huge.
Yeah, that's
a huge impact. T.I.
That's a brother. That's my brother, man. Like, we was always cool, but I think actually since I actually been over here, even with all of us at the label, me and him probably two of the closest, probably because our relationship different. And the funny shit with that is, as much as we together, we don't really give a damn about doing music together. Like, we do it, but we just fuck around, you know what I'm saying? Like, different, like if he moving city to city, most of the time I'll be by his side, watching over him the same way he would be with me. And, we got relationships with each other, kids, and just, it's more of a family thing with me and him, man. And then, it's like, it's a real funny situation, because certain shit he do, I may not agree with, and I tell him, you know what I'm saying, to put him on his note, and he'll take it and he'll listen, because I ain't gonna tell him nothing wrong. And it could be 10 minutes later, I'm getting ready to be on some bullshit, and he gonna tell me the same thing, and I can't do nothing but listen to him, because I know he gonna tell me what's straight for me, So our relationship real strong, man. And I feel like he believed in me all the way, because what people fail to realize is, when I signed him, there was a lot of people looking at me, a long line of them. It was like, I think the relationship with me and him jumped, because he was like, look, man, I know what you got going on. I know what obstacles you going through, and may be here for a while, but at the end of the day, it's not guaranteed for us to win or lose. But fuck it, we can try. And you know, at the end of the day, I'm a rock with you. We win, we lose, we lose. And
Exactly.
if you decide to not want to be here, I'm still rocking with you. You're my family. And with that, you know, I'm a loyal person. I felt like that was enough right there. It didn't have nothing to do with the music or the money.
Loyalty is everything. You got a lot of fans. You travel a lot. One thing that the Trae Tha Truth fan doesn't know about you.
I don't know. It depends on what fan you're talking about, because I got some fans that's been with me from day one, and they can tell you everything
day
about
ones.
me.
There's something, you know.
See, the thing with me, man, my music, like, I don't do music to do the clubs or come with the big records. My music is just me venting.
Right.
So they know me real well.
Nah, this is a hidden secret.
You know, I have no idea, man. You know, I could tell them I'm not a. They like to call me a. How can I say? A form of a superhero, and I would say why, because everything from me being banned worldwide to having brothers killed, sisters killed, to me being shot, to my son being born disabled, like everything that I go through, I always prevail. You see what I'm saying? And I think they always know is if any situation come with Trae, he gonna be out. He always
Gonna pull through, right?
Yeah,
I think because you know why, you're a spiritual person. You got God on your side.
Yeah, I believe he got his hands on me.
You got good karma.
But I tell the one thing about it, I tell him, man, I don't feel that's what I am. I just feel like I'm just a strong fighter. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know which way none of this shit gonna go with me at any given day, but.